Hi there, Kapualani here. I have your new moon message. I know that I recently did a week ahead, which included this new moon 7/7 portal energy, but Spirit called me specifically to want to share a new moon message with you, okay? So if you aren't already, unless you want to just fast forward through this part, let's tune in to set some goals, some intentions, clear, cleanse the space, energies. All right, so just breathing in deeply through the nose, getting grounded, centered, clear, exhaling through the mouth, releasing anything and everything no longer resonating with your highest, greatest good, the highest, greatest good of all involved, harming none. So it is. And again, as you breathe in deeply, fully through the nose, setting those goals and intention as you exhale, giving thanks, gratitude, and appreciation. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So I'm hearing accessing. There's access denied and accessing. So there are old energies. I'm hearing old habits, old ways of being. There may even be the old cycles and patterns that you've been denying access to. You've been denying those energies. You've been denying those situations, experiences, maybe even people. And if it's not people, but it's kind of like the tendency to slip into a toxic pattern with someone, because you don't want to cut everybody out of your life, of course. We want to heal things, but it's like, can it be healed? So that's where the mindfulness and the boundaries come in, and this energy again of what we're clearing, what we are releasing. Okay, so here we go. It's gonna cut the deck finally, right? And I'm just gonna do a little bell. You're gonna hear my bell in the background, tuning fork. Whew, thank you, Spirit. Just again, mindfully cleansing, clearing, and purifying the space, anything and everything no longer serving the highest, greatest good of all involved. We release into this flame, into this fire, giving it up to Source, Creator, Light, here and now. Thank you. So it is. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. So let's see what the energy is surrounding you. We've got the Three of Cups right away. Okay. So what was it? Past, present, and future. Emotions. Okay. Reasons to celebrate. The Three of Cups is generally a celebratory energy, so I'm feeling that you're wanting to celebrate. We had the solstice, it's a shift in the season, turning of the tides. There's a desire to want to turn away from just the ugh and the blah. We've had enough of it. We're wanting to shift into the joy. We're wanting to shift into the life force energies. We're wanting to embrace that purification. And with the chalices and with the water, I don't necessarily reflect on the Three of Cups with purification, but I'm feeling this purification of what? Past and present, so that we can have like the future, you know what I mean? Can be in a clean slate in a way. There's a lot of this desire from all of these different aspects and versions of yourself coming together just in this moment, this new moon threshold, this shifting and turning of the tides is what I'm hearing. What versions of yourself and of your life are you releasing? Are you ready to release? And what version of yourself and your life, relationships, your work, whatever the case, are you embracing? Keeping in mind that this particular new moon gateway, right? And just like with the new moons and full moons, blah, blah, but it's really going to be what's impacting this next 2 weeks between now and the next full moon, okay? So let's see, that being said, what are you releasing, leaving behind? The Four of Cups. I'm hearing stagnation, indecision, stuckness, and like just kind of like an inability to feel satisfied. You're trying to feel satisfied. Maybe you're even like accepting what is, even though you're not really wowed or like thrilled by your options. And so a lack of stimulation, a lack of, I'm even hearing like desire. It's like not knowing what you want. Again, remember what I said earlier, that blahness. So something along those lines, and maybe even feeling like it's like playing with your food, that feeling of just like, okay, I'm just gonna like, this is boring. I'd rather be there, but I'm here. I'm gonna try to make the best of it. So I'm hearing like it's not in a negative way, but it's like we're kind of over making the best of it. We're in this position, and is it the Triskel? I'm so sorry with the pronunciations. It's terrible, but I'm being drawn here to the energy. That it's just that threefold energy coming into being. And I feel this, it's really interesting that even though this is a 4, and it's 3, 4, obviously 4 comes after 3, but it's like this sort of slingshot energy that I'm hearing, because this is like the recent, but also like moments throughout the past however many cycles that you've been kind of like in that mode of just, okay, no, I'm just gonna like be here, and this, because this is where I need to be. These are my options, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm at, and it's cool, like, okay, you know what I mean? But now we're ready to, like, I'm hearing slough off the stagnation, because the thing about, when we get into a place of security of things, that's wonderful, but we want to keep the energy circulating, because what happens is it starts to, like I said, stagnate. And it's interesting because I don't even necessarily equate the 4 of Cups with stagnation, but I'm present to this energy of like, you're not knowing, you're not aware, you're focusing on these 3 cups here that are but you're not aware of like the source, that spirit source. Like you are aware, but you're saying, I feel it and I see it. I think I'm looking at, this is what it is. Like I'm living my way into the thing. Like, I'm living my way into the life, into the dream, into the love, into the work, the career, the whatever, the livelihood. That I feel, I see, I desire for myself. And after a while though, right, it's like you put that into practice, but you kind of start to lose steam. But it's nice though, because look, you're in good company. 737, thank you, Spirit, on the timer when I said that. But yeah, you're in good company. You're not alone. You're not going to be alone. There are, this is a time right now, I feel like maybe you yourself are feeling a little bit more inclined to connect and reach out, is what I'm hearing. And so that being said, let's turn the page here and see. So this is present, past, and what's in the future, okay? With the new moon energies that we're looking at, the King of Cups. So this is, of course, leave it to the Cancerian energy, Cancer season. Thank you very much. Very obvious. It's all about this emotional sort of grip that we're getting a hold of here. Okay, so if you've been, it's just kind of like probing into, or just, I really feel like I almost imagine a cat that's, when you have the glass of water and you just putting the paw in, just, that's what it's like, woohoo, playing with the water. I don't know why, but it's like this feeling, and so with the King of Cups, it's saying, no, we're going to grab life and the experience by the reins here, and we're going to ride the wave. So I don't know, there's something here about riding the wave. And so if I feel like, if again, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again because it's coming up, but if you have access to water, body of water, whether it's ocean or a lake or a river or just the sea, whatever the case may be, get to a nice body of water. Okay, I feel like that's going to be very, like that word that is, purification, and not just that, but a good spiritual, the cleanse and the recharge. the recharge, more than anything. And this King of Cups energy, I get this feeling of, being fearless and going after what you want, even if you might be afraid or, a little bit self-doubting, some trepidation, whatever, you've never been through that kind of an experience before. Or maybe you have, and the last time that you tried, it was really just scary and it didn't turn out as you wanted. But this is encouraging for you to not give up, to go after your dreams. Okay, you're supported here. You have people that do support you, especially in that more core sort of way. Those people that you can really rely on and be vulnerable with, that are going to be cheering you on. Don't worry about who else and what else is like blah blah blah, or feeling whatever out there, making up whatever stories, because can also be a card of, like, when it's reversed, gossip, right? It can be a card of like but the King of Cups, like, I don't care what you say, like, because I'm like surfing the waves. Yeah, I make this look good. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's saying to have faith in yourself, and there's courage of heart that I feel here. There's something that's opening up. I do feel that this new moon gateway and what's happening post the new moon, and what how you're being guided. Obviously, it's not just about following your heart, but it's making sure that you're in that clear sort of space, so that you're acting from, I don't know why, but Spirit's like saying something about just acting from a space of responsibility. I don't know why I'm getting just acting from a space of responsibility. And so let me see, like, why is that, Spirit? Like, where is all of this coming from? What's a deeper? That's not too bad. It's just 3. I'll put those there and just go with this one. The moon. Oh my gosh. Perhaps things are very unknown right now. Perhaps you're really having to trust your gut, really having to trust your instincts. I really recommend, for whatever reason, I do feel that this moon, the lunar cycles, they're very powerful, and more people are educating themselves about how to work with the energies of the moon and the lunar cycles, because it really does make a difference. It can make a major difference, when you are focusing, when you're attuned, when you are very intentional with what you're doing, okay? And so work with the moon, and that King of Cups is saying, really, like, trust your heart, trust your intuition, but also remembering that the King of Cups is a healer. Okay, the King of Cups is a healer. The King of Cups is aware that, hey, you know what? I'm scared too. This person is scared, but you know what? I'm in this position. I'm the King of Cups, so I have this, authority, this space to see the feelings, the emotions on a different level. I can sense what's going on, even if people aren't saying it, even if they're not even trying to show it, I can feel it. And so it's about being sensitive to that, but not going overboard, like not going into, like, when you think of La Luna, and just not going to the lunacy of the moon, because that can happen as well. Like, new moons are very powerful. People talk about full moons a lot, which obviously they're very powerful, but new moons are just as powerful. It brings up a lot. It brings up that stuff. It's like, okay, we're gonna let it go because we're emptying these out to make new, manifesting, calling in for the next cycles. So this is where trust your instincts, take the higher road as well. Do your best not to kind of lower your vibration, because you could easily do that. You could easily flip and bleh. And so that's where this moon is saying, you know what? Not everything is as it seems. And the King of Cups is also aware of that. The King of Cups isn't taking things personally. The King of Cups can feel when it's like, oh, I was feeling really good. I walked to this room and all of a sudden I'm feeling really bad. And it's like, oh, it's It's like, no, the King of Cups goes, oh, okay, maybe there's somebody that's not having a good day right now. And I don't have to take that personally, or whatever. Maybe they're not, whatever. We don't even know what's going on. Maybe somebody had a little bit of an argument, or the employees in the back, you know what I mean? And you're just picking up on all that stuff. But it's just like, you know what? It's cool. I'm chill. That's the King. The king comes like, yo, dude, it's all good. Like, it's chill. So that's where it's that moon, the lunar energy of the, I mean, especially if you're a water sign watching, there's like so like Cancer energy all up in this. So, if you got some kind of Cancer in your chart that's strong, like moon, rising, north node, something like that. You know what? Maybe this is specifically for you too. And it doesn't have to be, okay? It doesn't matter your sign. This is all signs situation here. But look at this. Look at this. Okay, the Two of Cups and the World. You see, it's like I said, go into your heart. If what you're feeling around you is wacky, just be like, you know what? In my inner world, in my life, in my, heart and soul, I'm good. And like if I'm not good, then I'm going to deal with that, but I'm not going to take, like the outside. I feel like this is an energy of like, be in your bubble. And that's where that energy earlier, like I said, purify. Look at all these cups. I mean, the two of three, four, and then the two of the King of Cups, the moon, all this water, and then we got the world. This is definitely some serious karmic cycles that you are clearing, my friend. I feel that it deals with shadow elements. Maybe there's some shadow masculine that's clearing right now. So the shadow is, the light, the divine masculine can step forth, and we all have feminine and masculine. So this is not about gender. But this is about your masculine, that ability to trust yourself and to move forward, to not be afraid to take those risks, even though you might be feeling a little doubtful or a little, I don't know. But if your heart and your soul are pulling you magnetically into a specific direction and it's a match to what you want, that's where it's like, just go with the flow, follow it. Don't be afraid. Ride the waves, okay? If the tide decides you're going to be holding on and working with that tide. And what it's opening you up to is that deep sacred union from the inside out, that twin flame soul mate healing from the inside out. So when you're focusing your actions, okay, on your own soul fulfillment, your own self-care, your own self-healing, your own self-love, everything else around you falls into place. You're having an issue with your mate, go inside, obviously have the communication. I don't want to cut anyone off and just not communicate, but we want to go inside of ourselves and be like, okay, what's going on, self? And like, where are we reflecting or projecting and absorbing or whatever the case may be, okay? And I'm not trying to get you like go down deep into those rabbit holes, but it's just about the energy of what we're accessing and again, what we can look forward to. Okay, so there's a lot of heart healing. Clearly, and we just had, I wanted to mention this, that Saturn retrograde, right? Went into effect June 29th. It will be in retrograde until the 15th of November. And don't worry if you're watching this, like whenever you're watching this, the messages, take what resonates because there's something in this if you're, at any point when you're watching this, okay? And so these cycles, this world energy, there's something significant here with the world in terms of like a year cycle. So there may be something significant that Spirit's saying for you to look back from this point, last year. How have you grown? How have you changed? What lessons have you learned? What are you ready to let go of? What are you maybe struggling to let go of? And could use that support from Spirit, from the moon. We're not trying to force anything because sometimes things need time to be released. Sometimes it's not time to let something, someone, or whatever go. And it's not that, it's because it's toxic. It's because it's an energy there, and it's the whole trickle down effect. And it's about what's in alignment with the highest, greatest good of all, right? So we're not trying to just force anything. Stuff needs to happen. Yeah, we gotta get in there. But this is a situation where Spirit, in this case, is really doing the heavy lifting so that on the inner level, we collectively, you can really just do you. You can focus on you, okay? You can come into your heart. Look at all of this water and this energy of being ruled by the emotions right now that needs to take place. This clearing, this purification, okay? And not just that, but an opening up to the new cycle. Something is getting ready to be birthed here. All right, there's this multiplication of, I don't know, I'm hearing like love energy that's really waiting to be birthed. There's going to be, I'm hearing and picking up on something significant with 2025 for some reason. I don't know why, but there's something significant with 2025. If any of you were wondering when something's going to come into being, okay? And we're already like halfway through 2024. So just hang in there, okay? Because it's like, what, 6-7 months away? So yeah, just like, you think about it, right? And I don't know like how old you are watching this. We're like 2025. And we're like, what? Right? So I'm gonna just do my fun little deck here. I want to try to use this a little bit more. You let me know what you guys think here, how you feel. Please do let me know in the comments, because that will help me to also gauge whether or not I should, what to continue to do. But here we go. Look at this. Archangel Ezekiel. God is strong. God strengthens. The angel of prophecy, angel of transformation, yes, sent to protect humanity from outside threats, the fallen. I love you, Ezekiel. Yeah, see, there's protection that's happening here because there's some things that are still unknown. So if you get caught up in some kind of like psychosis or neurotic type of cycle, something's trying to pull your divine masculine into distraction, you know what I mean? Call on Archangel Ezekiel, okay, to guide you, to protect you, to help you to transform whatever just negative shadow, whatever you're really moving out of and wanting to move into, okay? But more than anything, I feel the energy of transformation here. I feel the energy of protection because it's a little cuckoo crazy out there with the energies right now, and especially because of the Saturn retrograde coming up. Not coming up, but that we're in, really uprooting all that karmic stuff that's been waiting to be uprooted. Okay, so here we go, Archangel Ezekiel. Thank you so much, Archangel Ezekiel. And let's see, this is O, actually. I know for sure this is O. So if the letter O means anything to you, the name or whatever the case may be, we have an O, and I feel like maybe one more. So O may be significant. Your names may start with an O. Maybe you were thinking, oh, that's simple. And there, you know what though? There may be something with the 0. There may be something. I feel like the circle and the world, there's cycle. This is about cycles, you guys. Spirit's like, hello, Kapualani. Look at this. The world, the cycles, like the moon here, the feminine, the womb. Look at this. This is all about the moon, the lunar cycles. This is all about. I feel it. From this new moon, okay. Use this time and this window of energy to really get to that core of those like maybe feelings or I don't know feelings, so that you can really get clear. And where they're still there, like I said, not to force, but that's where you're calling on like Archangel Ezekiel to maybe transform or give you some guidance, some prophetic messages of the direction or the steps, to just protect you from external negative influences or shadow energies that might throw you off or distract you from connecting to your divine self, your divine core, because we're still clearing through these cycles, through this, especially the Saturn retrograde going into November. But I was feeling, especially like around August, and I know others maybe have been saying that as well. August is very significant for some shifts too. So one more maybe. Thank you, Spirit. No. Spirit's like, no more. So, okay, I'm going to just say, like, let me see, Spirit, what do you mean with no? No more. We're good. We're good. And I also feel that it's like, okay, thank you, with the feminine energy of the no and the moon and the negative, just with the shadow, and not in a negative space of like dark or toxic, but just simply with the feminine, where there's yes and then there's a no. So I feel like this is where it's listening to the intuition. No, I don't know. I feel like maybe now is not the time with no. That being said, if you have, let's ask the angels. Okay, let's get some angel answers. If you would like to tune in and ask the angels yourself. We're going to put this, Spirit. Let's put this there. Okay. So if there's a question that you would like and a yes, no answer, whatnot, go ahead and ask that question now. Tune in and we'll see what the answers from the angels are. If you believe, if you believe. I like that. So I feel like it's about timing. No, now is not the right time. Now is not the right time. We need to close these cycles out. We need to clear these cycles out. Okay, we all do. These are things that are genetically embedded into our DNA. It's like the crystalline lattice work of the DNA is still in a state of transformation. It's still in a state of creation, and that carbon energy, the outdated codes in the genetic sequence, that's part of what is burning off and being transmuted, transformed. It's what we've been doing. This is a healing stage, obviously. And so that's where it's like, if you believe in what your heart is telling you, go keep following. Okay, keep following by being good to yourself, by being true to yourself and honoring the messages and making healthy choices. And I feel like this is about you keeping your energy to yourself as well, like containing your energy, protecting your energy, because there's so much that's like, with this new, it's clearing. And we want to, when we're opening up to that state of manifestation, we want to have that nice clean slate from which to manifest. And so this is where I feel like whatever it is that you're wanting to bring into being, whatever it is that you're asking about, I do feel like it's not just a state of belief, but it's about your commitment to that path, to that journey. If you're in that beeping in the background, I'll turn my timer off. But if you believe, then you will receive, okay? And it's not just, okay, I believe, but that's that faith that's guiding you. So let your faith guide you. Follow your heart, okay? Trust your intuition, not just intuition, but your emotions, your gut. And this is a time to get clear so that you can trust, okay? So I do hope that this time together has supported you. I hope that it's helped. I hope that the messages have resonated, whatnot. Please drop me a comment, like this video if it has resonated, if it has served and supported you. I'd be so grateful. Try to get things moving here. But otherwise, please do visit my website, Kapualani.com. I am here for you for live or pre-recorded sessions, consultations, all right? So I offer clearings and energy healing support, obviously, as well, in addition to these readings. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Take good care. Till next time.